Hello and welcome to another Game Nexus arcade video. Today we're going to be taking a look at, as you can see on the screen here, Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tuned. Let me just take the camera off the tripod here right away and we're going to take a look to see what we got going on here. And as you can see right over here, we have the Naomi 2 with the NetDim GD-Rom drive and of course the power supply and the JAMA to JVS I/O board. Of course, if you look closely here, the seller who sold this had it marked version 317, and in order to actually use the GD-ROM version of this game, you need version 317 or this game will simply not work. It'll throw an error once the game is loaded into the DIM that'll say that the game can't run, but yeah, that's what we got going on here, all original. I'm going to put the camera back in the tripod and I'll show you the test mode a little bit here. There's nothing too exciting. It's, you know, normal fighting game stuff. But here we are. Let's zoom into the screen here a little bit and then I'll go through the various test mode. Going to turn the light off to reduce a little bit of the glare on the screen. And then you just go to your game test mode. And I think it's going to do something for the card RW to check if it's there. Yep, there it does the 600 frames for the card RW. Does it just make sure there's no card readers present. And yeah, here's our normal settings. As you can see in game assignments here, I have the network, advertise, connect, card 1, card 2, use, card start, all off because then it won't throw errors or have to go 3,600 frames. Other than that, there's nothing all that exciting in here. And of course you can check your character data, which will tell you, let me see here, yeah, it'll tell you max combo counts, Lao I've not played as, Shun, Jeffrey, Pi, Jackie, Kage, Lion, Wolf, Oi, Li Fei, I've not played as, Vanessa I played once, but yeah, that's it. And then total data, you'll see series of wins and various other things, but yeah, that's just about all the exciting stuff in here. So we're going to go ahead and get out of the test menu and get right into some Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tuned, and we will take a look at the challenge mode, since I've actually gone and made a translation for the various challenges, so you'll see me play some decent challenge mode gameplay. So let's get right into this. Here's our Naomi 2 logo, of course, and it's not going to focus, but that's fine. Let's get right into Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tuned. And of course it gives you your parental advisory here, then the Sega logo, and of course it's made by AM2. But we're going to go ahead and get right into this since those intros were in another video. As you can see, all your regular Virtua Fighter 4 characters are here, except for, of course, Takarashi, who was not included until Virtua Fighter 5R again. And as I said, we're selecting the challenge mode here. And what I actually did in this video is I've overlaid English over the Japanese. Because what I had actually done was I took the gameplay, I recorded it, and then I translated all the Japanese using Google Translate, and then did my very best to figure out what it actually was. And have been quite successful in actually completing a lot of the challenges, which, you know, if you didn't know what it said, you have no idea what to do. 1-1 here is always just defeat your opponent. It's the match that you have to do every time. And the only thing I'm going to have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed with when it comes to challenge mode is that 8-8 is not Doral. It absolutely should be Doral. But it's just some random character and you have to finish it with an excellent. But that's it. But yeah, I was always able to finish 1-1 because it's just basically defeat your opponent, nothing too amazing. And you get better grades for doing better. Of course, doing more than you're asked will get you like an AA. One time I got an AAA on the first stage because I did it really fast. And now the second one here is you have to complete 5 throws.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
And this is one of those that I never understood what you actually had to do until I went ahead, recorded footage of me going through all the stages, and just basically scannulated it using Google Translate. Google Translate, when it comes to Japanese, is pretty good. It's not perfect, but usually you can get the gist of what they're looking for. I have only actually done like most of Route 1. I've never really gone into the rest of the routes all that much, so I can't 100% confirm my translations are accurate, but I'd imagine they're not too far off. And as you can see, at that point I've done success. And the one thing to make mention of here is, unless the actual mission includes it, you do not have to win the match. So, for instance, as long as I got 5 throws through the 2 rounds, I didn't need to do any KOs at all. If the enemy had KO'd me both times, I still would have had success. Doing more than you're asked always gets you a better rank, always gets you more points. That's the only thing that you're really looking at here.
Fight 1. Ready?
Oh, okay, and now for the next one here. If you look at the bottom, that text is actually still the same as the previous one, but it says, when in a situation where you can only deal damage by striking. In other words, the only real stipulation here in
Ready? Go!
in Route 3-1 is that you can't do throws. So, it's not that bad of a stage, but the only thing that's kind of crazy is sometimes when I was trying to do this is probably like one of maybe like 7 or 10 gameplays I actually did trying to capture this footage, but it's like the AI just rubber bands so hard when it knows I'm trying to make a video, and then no matter what I do, I can't get any of the missions to succeed. Originally, I tried playing this as Sarah, but no matter what I did, I couldn't, like, get anywhere. I was doing decent, but of course, my whole aim here was to at least get an A rank in the whole challenge mode. I'll probably do more challenge mode gameplays another time, but yes, I did succeed in doing that. And when I first saw this stage, when I was seeing it in challenge mode, I was thinking it was going to be Doral, because that's the stage she's always in. But yeah, no matter what I did, I could never get do the move 3 times, which is what you have to do on Route 4-1 and 6-1. Basically, it's just do the move 3 times. But the problem is it's not just do the move 3 times. It's do the move and have it land 3 times. So, for instance, this one, Pi does this like kind of like cartwheel, and then she does a secondary kick afterwards. If either part of that doesn't hit, or if either part of that hits after he says KO, it doesn't count. Because I had one time where I got it after he said KO, and I was like, that should absolutely count, because the first part of it was the part that KO'd him, and the second part still worked. And now, in Route 5-1, it just says, it said, win with him cancelable, but I don't know if that means that moves can be canceled, but it seems like the match has been crazy sped up, so I think it might be a mistranslation on Google's part when it should say win with double speed or win with 2 times the speed. But I might have to just try throwing that text in another translation, and if I've confirmed that, I'll probably have it on the screen right now. If not, I'll probably just have it saying, win with him cancelable, or moves cannot be canceled is what Google actually translated the flashing red text in the top corner of the screen. And of course, the bottom always says just beat your enemies, which, as I had previously mentioned in the throw mission, if it says beat your enemies, you need to at least get a KO in order to win that match. If you don't get one, your mission is not successful. If you get two, you'll get at least an AA rank. You could get an AAA or more if you do it fast enough, because a lot of that bonus when you're doing the defeat your enemies ones has to depend on the speed that you do it in. But this one, for the second move, I never even was able to get this done once. So, unfortunately, I can't show you how this one is supposed to look, because no matter how hard I tried, this move would not work for me, so nothing I could do on this one to possibly make it work. Every time I actually challenged this particular one, the move just wouldn't work for me. Because it's kind of like a kick, and then some secondary move afterwards, but it just wasn't having any part of it for me.
Ready? Go!
And I even like went down to Route 2, and I saw if I could get like those missions done better, but it seemed like staying with Route 1 was probably the best I could score. But as I said, if you're seeing this now in the year 2022 at the end of October, I might by now have more Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tune gameplay on, but of course no guarantees. And if you didn't see this from my previous videos, Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tune was only released in Japan in July of 2004. There was never a Western arcade version, and there was never an English version of this. So even though my system is running in English BIOS mode, it will not translate it. And now, the mission here is to avoid 4 attacks. This is one of those missions like the throw mission earlier. You do not have to KO your opponent at all. So basically, press up or down when he's about to strike and your character will do a quick dodge. And as long as you do that, you will not have a problem with completing this mission. So you'll see that I'm just kind of sidestepping around the character in my best attempt to get as many sidesteps done as possible. And there it goes. I was able to get it done. And I don't know if it's this time, but I know there was at least one time I got an AA rank because I got so many extras. It was on either this or the throw mission. So I got 7 out of 4. And you'll notice he got an excellent on me because I never struck him. Because that's not the point, but I still got success. And then that's all you needed there. I got an A rank on that one. Yeah, I got an AA on the throw because I did more than 5 throws. And now for the final round, which is just defeat your opponent when there is half gravity. So it'll be kind of one of those things. If you're good at air juggles, this will actually help you. If you're bad, if you end up getting air juggled, this will not help you because the opponent will take advantage of this. Like if you miss an aerial attack, the opponent will take advantage of that and continuously air juggle you. So just be very careful when you're doing any moves that throw you up in the air, because the opponent will uppercut you and then start doing a crazy combo to get you. Which, thankfully, he didn't get me in that time when I did that kick. But, yeah, that's basically how the challenge mode works. It's unfortunate that this mode was never translated officially by Sega. And of course, there never even was a console version of Final Tune. And my idea on that is because it was a mode that it added challenge mode, it did some rebalancing tweaks, but no new characters got added by Final Tune. So most people, especially in Western countries, would not buy another disc just for a couple of little upgrades, an extra mode, and a couple of extra balance tweaks. But
Game over.
yeah, that's basically Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tune Challenge Mode. Really fun mode, especially when you know what you're doing. And I will eventually have more of the translation on my website, and I'll basically check it to make sure it's a bit better to see if everything is right. But this has been another Game Nexus arcade video, and I shall see you later. Bye.